Hi, this is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady, your coach, and your teacher with another tip. You know, I've noticed in the last few weeks that I've been more tired, a little bit fidgety, checking my phone more often, being on the computer a lot more. And it's no wonder I'm now a digital nomad or a freelancer. I work online. I started this a few weeks ago. Now, I had worked online before for another company while I was working full time. But now, in the last few weeks, that's all I've been doing is going online. And so I've noticed that I have the habit of checking my phone to see if I have any messages, checking my calendar on my phone to see what's coming up, because it's a new routine for me. I'm going on my computer, doing a little bit of work, so I'm always, most of the time during the day and evenings as well, because some of the work that I do is actually in a different country, so there's the hour exchange, the time change. So always having to be mindful of these things. And so I notice I'm a little bit more tired. I'm checking the phone, and it's driving me crazy in that sense where I'm going, I am tied to this new technology. Now, of course, there's advantages of it, of being, with the technology. It allows us to work from anywhere in the world. I think it's fantastic. But at the same time, it also gives us less time for us, less time for rest, and to rest our minds. So I'm going to suggest, especially if that's your situation where you're noticing, checking your computer, checking your email, you're driving, you get a message, you check, you might send a text. I love the text to talk. You're sending messages like all the time. You're always, always, always connected. That's who I'm talking to. I'm going to suggest that you stop, that you take a break, because at some point when you're busy, 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 you might not notice that you're busy. It's when you stop at the end of the day and you go, oh God, what a day. Or you might have the energy and say, yeah, that was great, man. That was a fantastic day. Well, whether you are really tired at the end of the day or whether it was a fantastic day, doesn't matter. Take time off during your day for a pause, for a break, for a mindfulness practice. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to do 2 minutes of mindfulness practice. Now, I have this great app on my phone that I'm just going to set up. But we can also use an egg timer. We can also use nothing. We don't have to use something. We just need to close our eyes. So I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes. That's all, just 2 minutes. And while we're mindfully closing our eyes, you might notice that you have thoughts that go in, especially if you've just finished doing something. Just allow those thoughts to float away on a wonderful cloud if you'd like. You might notice some sensations in your body, some twitches, some aches. That's okay. That's because they're there. And being mindful is noticing these things without any judgment. So let's close our eyes and we'll just start with just paying attention to our breath. And we don't need to have an exaggerated breath here. We don't need to do a deep breathing. Just closing our eyes and noticing our breath. You'll notice your breath sometimes is deeper, sometimes it's shorter. Just pay attention and be aware of your breath. Now closing our eyes and being mindful for those few minutes are going to feel so good. Of course, Ideally, you're doing maybe a little bit more, but right now, we're just taking a couple of minutes to chill. Thoughts will come, thoughts will go. You may categorize them, planning. Nope, don't want to do that. Friends. You may categorize your thoughts, but don't pay a lot of attention to them. If you notice you're paying a lot of attention and you go back to your breath, that's being mindful. So being aware that you have the thought is being mindful. Going back to your anchor, your breath, is being mindful. Now that was 2 minutes. Really short, nice and easy. Now in between my clients, I sometimes take 30 minutes. I find that I want to be energized for the next client. I want to be focused on the next client. And if I've just finished with one client and go right back to back with another client, I'm not always paying attention to this particular client, the new one that's in front of me. I might still be thinking of the other one. So when you have appointments, give yourself breaks in between your appointments, half an hour if you can, and then go and rest. We'll always want to do other things during our break like that. That's okay. We could, do some other little things, especially when we work around the house. But even if you don't work around the home, take a nice comfortable chair, go lay down on your couch and take 20 minutes, half an hour. Use a timer, use nothing. Go outside, go for a mindful walk. All of these mindful type of movements are very, very helpful as well. Even if you're at your desk all day, you might just want to stretch your arms back. You might want to sway from side to side, slowly, not fast, because what we're trying to do is be mindful, paying attention to our body, the sensations in our body. We might want to move our arms up slowly while we're breathing. Mindful movements are also very, very beneficial as well. You can go for a walk and simply do some mindful walking as well. Mindful walking is when you're really paying attention to the steps, one step at a time. And you might want to try to match your step with your breath as well. So these different techniques are here for you because now I'm on this side of the fence where I'm working online all the time, and I'm having to really reach out to my mindfulness practices these days to help me along the way, not getting caught up with all the different technologies. We have to use the technologies, but let's not let the technologies use us. My name is Linda G. Robert, your solution lady, your coach and teacher with those tips. I hope they're helpful to you. Send me an email at linda@lindagrobert.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you do want more information on my services, go to my website, www.lindagrobert.com. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.